So, Alex, a 1-1 draw against Trafford today. Probably, like we've just said before, just before we've come on camera, but disappointing first half. But the substitutions really affected the game, and probably unlucky not to come away with all 3 points in the end.
I don't know about that. I think Finn's got a large part to play in that, to be fair. I think really disappointing first half, and I'm so frustrating because it's hard to put your finger on why, to be honest. I thought they were first to majority of knockdowns, especially the front two that are lively. I thought we were slow off the mark, but we've had the bigger chances in the first half. Reece has got to score, the one that he scored. If anything, as well, he's not hit it cleanly as well, and the ones that normally go in. And then we've had a couple of set piece opportunities. But the biggest disappointment, we had a game plan today, and we got ourselves into situations which we could implement what we trained all week for. And the final pass, on the pass before the assist, just want on it first half. Things were said at half time. I think they've showed a lot more intensity and a lot more drive and fight to sort of land on first and seconds high up in the second half. And I think we've showed what we're about second half. But then a bit disappointing with some of the defensive fragility at times in the second half. So yeah, I think the subs made a massive impact. I think we showed intent with the subs as well. I think we've sort of brought lads on to really make an impact high up the pitch, and yeah, it's a point at least.
You say about the defensive frailties there. I think there was a couple at 1-0 where Finn's made two pretty much straight after each other, unbelievable saves. And then obviously the penalty save as well, which is a big moment in the game itself. But just how important is Finn, because he was excellent today, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's superb. He's one of the best keepers in this league. There's no two ways around it. I think the first one, I'm not entirely sure how the lad's got a free shot on penalty spot a minute after half time. That could have killed the game, and he's kept us in it. The penalty saves a lottery. Superb. I think his distribution at times was really good. Finn was superb today, and he's kept us. He hasn't kept us in it. That's probably a bit. I think their keepers kept him in it as well. I think they've defended superbly, and it took Isaac's goal. It took a 25-yard tops corner to get us back into it, but we've had chances, Nathan. We've had enough to get some. I don't know if I've had a couple more offline. I don't know. I've absolutely no idea. But I think that could be a big. The Finn penalty save is probably a big moment within a season. I think it then really we went down and created a chance straight after it, didn't we? And you need these momentum swings. That's what you need, and I'm hoping that gives us a momentum swing into the next sort of 7 games in 3 and a bit weeks. So you need moments like that, but we need to be better in both boxes. There's no two ways around it.
Under the goal, close the goal of the season contender now. They probably won't see a better, cleaner strike all season.
He scored one of them last year for Whitton, if I remember rightly. I think I've seen a clip of it before we signed him. He scored a beauty. Isaac's got that about him. He, for me, is, when he's on it, he's colossal. He's dominating in the air. He's good on the ground. I think he does need to do better, tidy things up, and sort of spoke to him at half time about it. His hand in the first goal the goal that we concede. He's superb at what he does, and that he just needs to add more goals to his game. I think that's something we've spoke about in the past, about how he can either add from set pieces or he can add from in and around the edge of the area. So really good strike, and then the roof lifted. Once that went in, you just saw I don't know what the crowd was, but it looks like quite a big crowd.
520.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I thought the support was fantastic today, and it's moments like that then is real good swings. It sort of gives us momentum, and they had to change shape. They were asking players to go down to waste time. They were sort of playing games to try and kill momentum, but we had that momentum then, and it's just so unfortunate. Mason's had a couple sort of that header off cleared off back post. He's then had a turn and shot that's just gone wide. G's had a big chance. Story of the season, isn't it, so far?
It is. I guess, like you said, some big chances, but we forced the keeper to make saves. I think previous games we've sort of slashed away at them and stuff, but must take the positives out of the game. And then obviously we go into Tuesday night, a game against the Runcorn Linnet side, who are on fire at the moment. Unlucky today with a last-minute defeat, but how do you approach that one with today's game in mind as well?
So we left 4 players out today. and I've made the point a few times, sort of internally but also externally as well, that we have to build a squad, and I think now for the first time in a good few years at Mosley we have a squad that we've probably got 18, 19 players, all 20 that I would trust to put anyone in at any time. Lads that are in have got to take the chances, no two ways around it, because those that aren't in the squad today are chomping at the bit to get in the squad. We'll have to nurse a couple of knocks that are there, sort of assess a couple of options that we've had, and then pick a side that we think can beat Linnets. And Linnets are flying, and Brad's probably done they've definitely done a really good job. There's nothing probably about it. I don't think they've played a league game since 2001. I don't know. It's been a long time, hasn't it? So I think we've just got to impose ourselves. We're at home Tuesday night. Mosley on a Tuesday night has created some special memories for the 5 years that I've been here. Yeah. Why not make Tuesday night another one?
And talking about taking your chance when you get it, 2 subs today. Umar came on and made an impact anyway, but in the way that he does with moving people about. But the 2 who probably made the most noticeable impact were Obbs, who gets a sort of assist for the goal for Isaac, but he was a threat throughout. And then Rio came on for probably the last 10, and he looked really good as well, and created probably, I think both of Mason's chances came from balls in, or him and Sean. But some positives to take out of people taking their chances off the bench today.
Oh, absolutely. And all 5 on the bench aren't happy about being on the bench. And I know they're not. And why would you be happy about being on the bench? I think George and Joe, unfortunately, not to come out. I think Joe, I must have asked him to stand up, sit down so many times, try and get him on, and then games change and swings and stuff like that. But that's what Obbs is. The crowd lift when Obbs comes on. We just saw a bit different in Jack and G, rightly or wrongly, in the first half, to be honest. But he came on and really made a massive impact. It made them change shape. Yeah. Rio's got a great career ahead of him. I've no doubt about that. And I know he's disappointed not to start today. I completely appreciate that. But he came on and really made an impact. And whoever starts on Tuesday, I've no doubt that the subs that then come on again will make another impact. Yeah. And for some times at Mosley, we've not had that luxury. We've not had the opportunity of looking around thinking, which match winner can I put on here? Yeah. And we have now. I think we have anyway. So we'll assess it. And we'll see who starts. And it's a squad game. There's no two ways around it. Might be as hard as you can for 60. Bring someone who's going to change the game for 30. That's how we're going to go for it.
Thanks, Alex.
Cheers, Nathan.